it's the biggest shopping event in history ever. They almost claim this every year, but their
Right.
numbers do improve.
Right.
Over 100 million products were purchased yesterday.
That is
Yeah.
That's a
mind-boggling.
heck of a statistic, isn't
And
it?
Target and Sears and Walmart are kicking themselves, right?
Well,
I mean, it's
And it's funny, Target earlier the week it had the biggest shopping day of all time, like because of some sale that they put on,
Right.
and then just immediately to be trounced by Amazon. I mean, to put an idea, they sold about $3.6 billion in revenue yesterday alone.
in garbage.
Mostly, yeah.
Socks and paper towels and
Well, the biggest sellers were the Amazon Fire stuff that they really reduced in
Right.
price, like the Fire Sticks and the Alexa voice remotes, and all
Right.
the Echo Dots. But other than that, non-Amazon stuff, the Instapot, which is so popular now, I'm not sure if you've seen this. It's
Medical
like
marijuana, right?
No, that'd be much more interesting. I'm sure Bezos would be down with that. But
Instapot.
it's a really popular product now. It's it's a cooking device.
Yeah.
It's like I guess a crock pot.
A hot pot or
a
something,
really
yeah.
fast one. That's kind of a
Yes.
modern one. They sold over 300,000 of those,
Hmm.
and they sold over 150,000 Life Straw personal water filters, the little straws with the filters in them. So, like you said,
where you get like river water and you can drink the river water and make you clean
I don't know
water?
Maybe
exactly
not
how
river
good it
water,
is, but I
but-
think that's generally the concept.
Really?
I'm not sure if I'd trust it.
Huh, okay.
But
All right.
long story short, a lot of junk sold, just
Yeah.
like you said. So, all right, well, moving right along.
Yes.
The Return of the King. Those of us that are a little older may remember a company called Blackberry.
Yes.
what's going on with them?
I know, and it's it's one of those stories that should be taught in every business school from here. A couple years back. They actually run on Android, a secured version of Android.
Right.
But what's killer about it is they brought back the thing that everybody loved about the Blackberries, which is the traditional Blackberry keyboard. And so
With
it's got
the actual buttons.
It's got
Yes.
actual physical buttons on the bottom of the device, and with a really good tactile feel. And they've also gone back to tailoring Android to have more security-based features, which is what BlackBerry was already known for.
Right.
So a really, really cool device. One of the neatest things is it has a 3,800 milliamp battery. We're talking this will give you 2 days of battery life in a phone easy. On a weekend, maybe 3.
Who owns BlackBerry now? Didn't somebody
Oh
bought
man,
them?
somebody did buy them, and I should know.
I want to
that
say
off the top of my
Nokia, but
head.
that's not right because I think
No.
Microsoft bought
Because it
Nokia.
used to be RIM that owned them back in the day,
Right.
And then they got bought out by somebody, but on top of my head, I can't
Yeah.
remember.
Well, also they own a lot of security patents.
They do.
Yeah.
That was one of always the biggest things about BlackBerry is that they kind of were out there way ahead of everyone else, and they patented tons of stuff.
Right.
But it was just such a ridiculous fall from grace. But that being said, this is the first BlackBerry in probably 5 years, 6 years,
Right.
that I think is actually worth looking at.
What
So
about
you
like the camera and the photo quality?
That really, a very decent camera. It's kind of like been brought up to all of the midstream
Right.
kind of Android phones, which are all pretty good.
So it's
now,
an
honestly.
Android. It's an Android platform. BlackBerry's making now an Android platform.
Yeah, which makes tons of sense.
Yeah.
Why make your own operating system when we can take this open
Right.
source operating system,
Yeah.
customize it?
I have
put it out.
I have a friend of mine who, believe it or not, has a BlackBerry, and every time he pulls out the phone, he says, "Don't make fun of my BlackBerry," and then starts playing with his phone.
Well, you should tell your friend about this because if he pulls this
Right.
out, this is real slick, real thin.
Yeah.
Looks really good.
It does
right.
look good.
Yeah.
I'd say the only con is it's $650 price, but
Well, that's in line with all the other
that's
phones.
half the price of an iPhone 10, which is
Yeah.
about $1,200.
True.
All right,
So-
real quickly. Anything else?
Oh, well, if you're in Times Square, you're going to note anytime soon, you're going to notice self-driving shuttles are being tested in Times Square by
Larry
You do it.
Stendebach with First Rule. Good stuff, Larry. Have a good
Yes.
day. 7:50.